pin this whole thing on David Copperfield, by the way. He's going to jail. You will see David Copperfield perp walked. All of these billionaires they've mentioned, Dubin and Black, the Leon, the Apollo guy, and Glenn Dubin, they'll all be fine. The Clintons will be fine. Somehow David Copperfield, this creep magician, that me and my dad, we watched him make a train disappear in the 90s on television. It was kind of cool. Do you remember that?
I don't.
You were young, but, he did a thing. He made a train disappear, and me and my father watched it. Maybe you could find it. And I like David Copperfield. But apparently, yeah, he made this train vanish. What year was this?
It looks like...
Are we going to get a YouTube strike for playing this?
That's a good point.
Or do you think Copperfield's people are distracted?
He's got enough problems.
Maybe they're distracted right now. Maybe Copperfield's media team's distracted and they're not going to be reporting people playing as a train trick. I don't know. But I will tell you this. Apparently, David Copperfield was doing magic. You think when you go to a pedophile orgy, that would be all you do. But apparently, Epstein went the extra mile. He had, fun other things happening. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine being a frustrated pedophile and you're sitting there and you're like... All right, you know what I mean? I get it. He's a big comedian, but, we're here to, that's why we took the plane, we're all being blackmailed and videotaped and, can we just get to it? Because, if I see this guy do another card trick, I'm going to kill myself. But apparently that's what Epstein did. It's never enough just to be a pimp. Mm-hmm. It's never enough to be anything, by the way. This is what's interesting about life. It's one of the great human comedies where it's never enough. So you have this guy who's like a pimp. Jeffrey Epstein's a pedophile pimp. Mm-hmm. And everyone coming to that island, now I know the media would disagree with my crazy generalization, right? Because of course there were people that went to the island to see the fauna and the flora. But let's just say that a good 90-some-odd% of them were their kids. That's why they're going. And Jeffrey Epstein he's created this island pedophile paradise for all of these people. But it's not enough because he goes, but I want this to be a weekend they'll never forget. And you go, well, no, probably even Ghislaine was probably like, no, darling, they're going to love it. We got everything. I got all these gals. We're bringing them in. He goes, no, but what about a magic show? And she's like, I don't really know if we need. Darling, I don't know if we have. We've got all these children from bad homes, and they're going to all these people. And darling, they're going to love it. And he's like, yeah, but I just want more. I want people to talk about this. I don't want this just to be, the same old pedophile orgies that they've always been doing in Washington. I want magic. Magician David Copperfield had dinner with Jeffrey Epstein and asked victim if she realized predators' girls were getting paid to find out other girls for him to abuse. So what does this mean? Was Copperfield saying this like, hey, what's up here?
This incriminates Copperfield potentially.
Why? Or maybe he's asking because he doesn't like this.
Maybe but did he leave the island after he asked this question? Because, he kind of knows something's going on either way.
The document said, go down here for a minute. David Copperfield was at a dinner at Epstein's and there was another girl present who looked young, and Joanna asked what school she went to, and Joanna did not recognize the school name as being a college. And she said it was possible that it was a high school-aged girl. Joanna said Copperfield questioned me if I was aware that girls were getting paid to find other girls. Huh.
Then there's all those weird notes, too, like the jackpot thing we saw earlier.
Yeah, get some of those up. David Copperfield's notes when he got to the island. None of this suggests any wrongdoing. David Copperfield, he's like, and now my trick, I will make these 15-year-old girls disappear.
So this is weird. Yeah.
This is odd. This is an important message. Mr. David Copperfield, this is for Jeffrey. Time 5:36, I guess, a.m. or p.m. I can't see. He will be receiving later.
Arriving later. And he will be expecting.
He'll be arriving later. He will be expecting. He will be arriving later, and he will be expecting. For Jeffrey Epstein, David Copperfield, the date, my birthday, January 22nd, 2005. Wow. I was, of course, not born in 2005. I was born in 1902. But the message for Jeffrey Epstein from someone speaking on behalf of David Copperfield?
Yes.
It's jackpot,
right,
is the message. It's jackpot. I don't know what that means, but I'll tell you this. It doesn't suggest any wrongdoing. It doesn't. It doesn't. If you just because you've sent a human trafficker a message of visiting his island does not suggest. NBC is telling you it does not suggest any wrongdoing. Now, if Donald Trump inflates the price of a condo by 80 grand, he should be given the death penalty. But NBC is letting us know that it's just not that big of a deal. None of this is that big of a deal. The message is the visiting the island. Pretty soon it's coming where they're going to say visiting the island was not a thing either. They're going to go, so what? Mm-hmm. Yeah, people went to an island. That doesn't mean anything. Yes, they went to a pedophile orgy island, but it doesn't mean that anything was going on. The only one who did anything was David Copperfield. They're going to come on the TV and they're going to say that David Copperfield ran this whole operation and that Clinton was there to stop David Copperfield from molesting the girls. That's what we're going to be told. Bill Clinton found out about this, and he went to that island 25 times to try to shut it down, to try to stop it.